Hey, hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon.
Talking to.
Just let know audio and video is good for you.
Yes.
Let me see if everything is good. All right, good to see you all. Is anyone available in the camp to say hello? Let's see, is anyone wanting to show the face? Rajiv is ready. Hey, Rajiv.
How are you?
I'm good after a long time.
Yes. Last week I joined through mobile, through YouTube only, and today I
Ah,
am not in the city. I'm outside, so I joined through.
okay, okay, okay. Good to see you. It's almost 2 weeks, right? The class got over. Yeah, days are running faster. 2 weeks or 1 week gone?
2 weeks.
2 weeks have gone. Okay. So how is the reading model? Not only for Raju, people preparing for the exam. How is your progress towards the exam? I have few people. We'll start with this today. We have two categories. One is to talk about your exam preparation. We can understand how is your progress or what is your exam days, how many days we have, so that we can plan our preparation. This is for PMP and PMI ACP. Let's start with the preparation, then I'll go ahead with some questions to discuss about. I have some people from YouTube and LinkedIn. Thanks for joining here. This is a Sunday prayers. We do every Sunday, we talk about exam preparation. For your information, soon we are going to have one exam, which we call it as monthly exam. Like in school, we have this at monthly terms. So we're going to launch an exam, which is going to be for everyone at the same time to see how we are performing, and then we do discussion based on that question paper. This is a plan which is going to come in next few days of time. We'll let you know. Should be on the weekend. We'll do it. So let's start with the preparation. How is it going? Is anyone here close to the exam? You have few days, few weeks with you
Hi Shri, this is Janice. My exam is scheduled for tomorrow.
for tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay. So feeling excited?
Yeah, I'm excited and a little scared.
Both are happening. Okay. So how is your preparation going on, Jansi?
Preparation is going good. I'm just revising my notes. I went through the question and answer, the entire mock yesterday. So
Okay.
just going through the notes now.
Okay. Good to know. How many full exams you have taken?
I've given five,
Five. What will be the average score right now?
like 68.
Nice to know. Good to know. Good to know. One last question on the time management.
That was fine. I like had 20 minutes left to go through the questions which I had flagged, except for the third mock where I just completed it on time.
Okay. Third was good. Rest all you have some questions left out.
Rest all I had like 20 minutes to go through and read again all the questions in case I had any doubts.
I'm
Third
still
one
not.
I finished. Yeah, the third mock I finished on time. For the rest, I had 20 minutes still left after filling the entire exam.
So you never had a time problem. You are good on it.
No, no. Yeah.
Very good. You took breaks in between the exam.
Yes.
How many breaks you took?
Two.
Two breaks. Very good. Nice. Okay. Looking at the average score, looking at your time, things are good. Last question on your preparation. Are you working in agile environment?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of role in agile?
Project manager.
Okay, good. So which means that you may have a practical scenarios in your office already.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, nice. All set. So what do you planned for next 24 hours?
I'll stop studying by 7, go for a walk, just take a break. And yeah, till then, I'm just going through my notes.
Okay, okay.
And yeah,
Okay, what is the time zone? Which country you are?
I'm based in India,
India.
Mumbai.
So it should be 3 p.m. for you now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can brush up some topic. If you want to brush up topic, I would recommend stakeholder leadership agile.
Okay.
Okay. Don't read any new topic on the last day of the exam.
Okay.
In school days, we used to read somebody says, "Hey, that question is coming." Okay, so we will read that in the morning or near the exam hall. That please don't do. You only refer the content what you have already noted down, some key points. That's what you will see. Stop by late evening and then refresh yourself. As you said, maybe go for a walk, have good food, sleep well.
Okay,
Tomorrow, what time is your exam?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. So you have enough time. And how far the center is from your place?
It's almost an hour.
Okay, okay. Right. So prepare yourself tonight itself. Set up your ID cards clearly. Pick it up, and please have something to eat in the break time. Preferably something gives a glucose for you. Maybe a good chocolate or maybe a juice or something like that. It gives good energy for you. Yeah, please do that. Don't skip the break in exam, and definitely have something to eat. That's more important. Okay. These two things you have to do. Exam. In the exam, I'm hearing people are getting couple of multi-choice questions, multiple answers you have to choose, and people are getting some drag and drop. That is match the following. These two questions are nice to do, but it is also a spoiler in the exam, which means it can consume a lot of time.
Hmm.
So be mindful in the exam hall. Okay, I'm spending time on drag and drop. I'm spending time on this. Let me hold on here. Have a time box. Stop somewhere. Move to next question. So don't stay in the same question for too long.
Okay.
Okay, good. So you're all set to rock the exam. How about the PMI ethics? Do you remember the PMI ethics?
Yes, that's respect, responsibility, fairness, and honesty.
All right, responsibility, respect, honesty, and fairness. Will they ask the question directly? Tell me for ethics. Are they going to ask this question?
No, mostly around scenario based.
Scenario. No, not even in scenario. Not even in scenario they ask this question. Not even direct question. Then why we should learn ethics?
To understand their mentality, I think.
Mentality. Okay. Okay. Let me ask this question. Is there any ethics in a family relationship? Do we have ethics in family relationship? Of course, right?
Yeah,
We have.
yeah,
Listen. Is there any ethics in business?
yes,
Is there any ethics in politics?
yes.
Okay. Is all different ethics or all are different ethics? Politics, business, family. Different ethics? The answer is
Yeah.
no.
No.
There is one in this world. Either you are ethical, non-ethical. That's it. You are grown up, your behavior, your life model, either you're ethical, non-ethical. That's it. Either you do good or you do bad. Either of one. So when you read PMI ethics, what you're understanding is ethical behavior, taking responsibility. When there is a decision to be made as an agile manager, as a scrum master, as a project manager, decision maker, what responsibility to take on you? Not everything on your shoulder. You should know what you have to do. When it is in your boundary, and I know this is a decision I have to take, that's my responsibility. I hold responsibility for it. I will not escalate it. I will not delegate it. If I read a question, in a question, either as a Sri, I'm ethical or unethical. That's it. There is no business ethic. There is no family ethic. There is no political ethic. A ethical person will be ethical anywhere in the world. Is this true?
Yes.
A person with the ethics all the time, even no one in the signal, this guy will hold the car or wait. Ethics is the ethics by your family, by your book read, by your way we've grown up. So PMI want to insist that specifically on the project management, how you take responsibility. Of, as a mother, somebody takes responsibility. As a father, you take responsibility. As a manager, how you take responsibility. Why I'm taking helping you to explain this is tomorrow in the question paper, when you see some questions, when you read a question, if you got stuck, you can't find an answer, bring up this a trump card called ethics. Okay, by ethics, what responsibility I can take on this question? How can I respect the decisions? How can I respect the people around me? How can I be honest on these decisions? How can I be honest on informing my stakeholders about a problem? Should I show the burn down chart? Should I show the EVM calculation? What should I show them? And how can I be fair, not biased? If I can see that in a question where I'm stuck, I can eliminate some choices. Can I do that? Right?
Yes.
In exam, when you read a question, we will follow some elimination technique. Maybe not only Jansi, I don't want to target you. Ask everyone here. Do anyone remember the elimination technique we learned in the class? How to eliminate the wrong choices? What are they?
Tense.
Or let's go by, okay, very good. Tense of the question. How to read a question? Tense of the question. Very good. Then what?
Whom it is targeted, whether it is a project manager or the team.
Fantastic. But why should I care about who is being targeted? Anyone I should answer, right?
No, it helps because if there are multiple choices, say there is a confusion between A and B, that really helps us to go to the right choice.
That's good, right? That's good. See, sometimes they'll ask as a manager what you will do. Very good. Sometimes they'll ask as a team what you have to do. As a manager, is a different responsibility. As a team, different responsibility. I should follow the ground rules. We have something called ground rules, right? We will read the ground rules and follow that. As a manager, I will have something to do. Very good. Well said, Karthik. So, tense of the question, past tense, present tense. Second one is, I heard that it's all about who is being targeted. Third one is
Intensity.
intensity of the question. Either it's a PMP or PMI, ACP. What is intensity in a situation? What is intensity?
Whether it has happened or it to happen, like risk
How
issues.
critical is
That's
how
a
critical is the issue?
That's a tense of the question, right? You said past tense, present tense. That's a happened, going to happen. That's a different scenario. When you say intensity of the question, what is intensity?
How
Is
much
it the
will
showstopper?
or not?
How urgency the solution is needed.
Exactly right. See, let's talk about a storm or a cyclone coming in your city, or I don't want that to happen, but they say intensity of the cyclone. Have you heard about that? Intensity. How intense it's going to be, the dense. If you see tornado, okay, India, we don't get tornado, forget it. Let's talk about a cyclonic situation. They talk about intensity scale level 1, 2, 3, 4, which means somebody rightly said here, showstopper. Is this problem stop the project? Is this situation will it derail the project? Now, by knowing intensity, what I'm going to do? What's the big deal there?
Answer is respond accordingly, or the situation responds accordingly.
Do you think your intensity of the question, sorry, not question, intensity of the problem will tell you how urgent your solution is, isn't it? Immediate action, the priorities get known. But see how this will help me, man. Imagine you read a 3-line question. In a 3-line question, they're explaining some situation. When you're reading a situation, they say that because of this error or a bug or a problem or a delay from the customer delivering something, your product can be delayed further or stopped or no sponsorship. If I read that in this answers, I will have 4 answers. In this 4 answers, so 2 answers will go out easily. 2 answers, we are stuck. In this 2 answers, if I read this intensity of the question, my brain will tell, okay, this could be the right choice, which can help me to come out of the problem. Even another choice is good, but that choice is for a long term. It's a long term solution. There could be an immediate solution, there could be a long term solution. If there is a showstopper, which solution I should go? Should I go long term or should I go immediate response?
Immediate.
Immediate.
Maybe immediate, maybe. I will not confirm it, but I'll tell maybe immediate, right? So why I'm saying this right now, if you're going to the exam hall or practicing the questions, out of 4 choices, so 2 choices easily go out. 2 choices you'll get stuck. When you get stuck with the 2 choices, use these techniques like a tense of the question, who is being targeted in a question, what is the intensity of the question, read the last line of the question carefully, and fifth one is called elimination technique. You eliminate some answers which is unethical. After using 5 items, you are close to the answer. What is the 6th item you should do in the exam hall?
Sixth sense. Sixth sense.
We have to use our 6th sense. God, man. I think this is where you get unique. Up to this 5 bullet points anyone can do. 6th bullet point is your brain. If you play chess game, most of you play chess game here. Do you play chess?
Yes.
Can you play
No.
chess? No? Okay. If you play chess game is very simple game. Really? Very simple, nothing. Certain rules are there. You have to just follow the rules. 5 rules are there. Then why somebody is called international champion? Are they following 5 rules or a sixth sense is adding? It's
Yes,
sixth
sixth sense also.
sense, right? See, 5 rules anyone can follow. Sixth sense says that in this traffic signal, I should wait. If you don't have sixth sense, you're only with the 5 senses working, right? You have to wait. Okay. Sense says that there's an ambulance going, I should wait. Yeah, that's a sense. Okay, let's not go to the civil problem. Let's come to this problem here, civic sense. The problem here is in the exam hall, people struggle mostly because of the pressure in the exam hall. You are in the pressure cooker. Oof, it'll be very tight in the exam hall. Because of pressure, we make mistakes. After the exam gets over, if I give the same question with a cup of coffee with you, drinking with the coffee, the easy chair, if you see the question, you tell, oh, Shri, that's the answer, man. And this is the answer, this is the answer. Your brain will work excellently well. But when you're in an exam hall, under pressure, we make mistakes. But see, how to reduce the pressure, man? You cannot reduce the pressure. Why we cannot reduce the pressure? Because how much money we paid? Is it a huge money for the exam? It's a big money, right? It's a big money, decent money of 50,000, at least from India, I believe 50,000, if not 40, 30. In other countries, $500. So a huge money payment, and you put 3 months of effort and reputation. You would have said this exam to your spouse. You would have said about your exam in your office. For yourself, you don't want to fail at the age of 30, 40, and 50. So this pressure start adding heavily in the exam hall. So how to come out of this pressure? First thing, breathe well. Many people get stuck with the exam. Hold on for a few seconds. Even when you practice the exam, hold on, close your eyes, take 5 deep breaths. Your brain needs the flow of oxygen. Your brain head gets heated. If you see the touch, the head will be heat. You have to give few seconds. The brain gets better with the 5 deep breath. But she, is it an exam or are you doing yoga session? No. Your health is important. Okay, exam is important. Health is more important. Breathe heavily for, not deeply, for 5 times and then start the question again. Your brain gets better. This is one part. Other one is using this elimination technique, tips and tricks, reading the ethics of PMI. These all things will help you to narrow down. Actually, PMP or PMI-ACP, not at all a tough exam. It's all because of our external pressure, we feel that. If not, it's a very normal exam. Okay, saying all this story, coming back to Jansi again. Good wishes, Jansi. Do well tomorrow. Stay confident. As I said earlier, this exam is not tough. This exam needs confidence, some basic common sense. Easily going to clear the exam. Yeah,
Thanks, Shri. Yeah, thank you.
fantastic. Go to the exam hall as if you are already PMP certified. Don't tell after exam you're getting certified. Before exam, you are certified. You are just going there, sit there, show your presence with a smile, show your common sense, come out to the certificate. Yeah? Easy to say, Sri. You have to be in my place.
Thank you.
Okay. Whom you're bugging at your home? Your husband is helping you for dropping you?
No, I'm going on my own.
You're going on own. Fantastic. Somebody will be there, right? Oh, come on, I'll help you. All right, stay confident, okay? And meantime, any help, doubts you have, don't hesitate, message or call me, okay?
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Fantastic, fantastic. I have a few questions to go for it. Before that, let me listen to people getting to exam. Anyone else on the preparation path? You're stuck, you're good, you're bad. Let me listen some of you here. Or let me switch a question like this. Anyone have an exam in the month of June?
Yes, Shri. I
Hey,
do have.
Sananda, you're there. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
It should be your mid of night, right?
No, it's morning. Luckily, it's like 5:45.
Don't tell me you didn't sleep whole night.
No, I did sleep. I
Slept
just
well.
woke up. Yeah.
Fantastic. Good to know. I don't know. I replied you some messages. Did I? You put
Uh,
something on your WhatsApp.
yes, but you haven't replied to my last message.
I didn't reply. Okay. I didn't
Yeah,
check
yeah.
my mobile for a while. How is it going? How is your preparation?
So that's what I wanted to know from you actually. So I have been reading the workbooks and the Mike Griffith book, which you suggested, the 4 workbooks and the Mike Griffith book. And also I've been attempting the 40 mock questions, like a few I have already attempted,
Okay.
and took full mock also.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. And besides this, the daily question file, which is posted. Yeah. So
Okay.
like I've been doing
Going,
these things.
going well. Okay. For everyone who not aware of it, and she's talking for PMI ACP exam. Okay. We have both the set of people here, PMP and PMI ACP. When is the main exam targeted, Shanada?
Around 10th June.
10th June. You have 9 days with you or 8 days with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
9. Yeah.
How many full exams you are planning before the main exam?
3, at least 3.
Okay. You have office, you're working in
No.
this week?
No.
Okay. Okay. If you're working, then I'll ask you to take break. What is the highest score so far in the exams what you took?
For full mock, it was 70.
70. Okay. You're consistently in the same range. Okay.
Yeah.
If you are losing score, which area you feel you're losing score?
Actually, I didn't pay much attention to that.
Okay. Are you analyzing the wrong questions also?
Yes, like I go through the answers
Okay.
and the reasoning behind it.
Okay, you do that. Very good. Very good. You're good for the main exam right now. Since you read the workbook, Mike Griffith, and you practice, sorry, how many full exams you said?
2 full exams
2
and
full exams. Okay.
yeah, 40 mock
40.
40 questions mock, yeah.
You plan to go another 3 more full exams. Is that right?
So that's what I wanted to know. How many should I go
Okay.
for?
For a safer side, at least 2 full exams.
Okay.
If you have time, you are not sucked by office work, go 3 full exams. Okay. Why I'm saying this, a PMI ACP is a question paper is a changed the last few weeks or few months of time. If you know the syllabus got changed.
Yes, yeah.
After syllabus change, a PMI is a trying different variety of questions there. They keep tuning step by step, not totally change, slowly they're changing. So for safer side, I'll keep a 70 or a 75%. Even I will ask, be a little more greedy to ask 75 plus. That also I do. The reason I push people is to be the best when you go to the exam hall, because it's a new question paper. We don't know how they're going to target us. However it is, for the preparation, 3 full is sufficient. 3 more full is sufficient, if not even 2. Coming back on the preparation, be very solid on the 12 principles. When I say well solid in the class, in the ACP class, we would have discussed each principle connecting somewhere, right?
Yes.
When you read a question, see how it's related to this principle. Next 10 days, next 8 days, when you read a question, Rahul posts 10 questions, right? Pick up a question and read the question and see how this question can have a connection with this 12 principle. What will be the advantage if you do that exercise? Any thoughts?
Maybe it will help me in getting the right answer.
Not only the answer, you start seeing the scenario meaningful. When somebody says that the last principle, the 12th principle says, do anyone remember the 12th principle of Agile?
I think it's the team adjusts its behavior, tunes, yeah, for
at regular intervals, reflects on changing their behavior, updating their behavior, nothing but the retrospective. Now, if there is a question talks about team couldn't do perform better, team want to work on improving themselves, or there is a sponsor complaining something not going well. In this answers, I will see how this can be recovered. Should I recover on the next day morning itself, or should I give some time for the team to improve, or should I look at the velocity and tell what should be done? So when I read a question, my brain can connect with some principles. I think I'm making some sense that, okay, the principle says this is how it is. If I have an agile behavior with me, I may think, not forcing the team, Why I should not force the team? The eighth principle of Agile talks about a sustainable development. Have you read the term sustainable development?
Yes.
That is the eighth principle talks about Agile looks for sustainable development, which means because my sponsor says I will not excuse my team, I will look how can my team improve on their own. How can they improve on their own when they get the time? That doesn't mean I'll wait for the whole life. I'll wait for maybe end of the sprint. If there is an emergency problem, I may go for immediate situation discussion. So if I see these principles, eighth principle, 12th principle, first principle, start connection to that, in exam hall, when I read a question, my brain will quickly tell, okay, this could be this principle, which means I should go this answer. So your answer is right, Sunanda. You will get the right answer. At the same time, you will understand the question in detail when you connect it with these principles. Yeah?
Got it. Yes.
Please do this exercise. And in the meantime, I'll check your WhatsApp, what you have posted, I'll reply back to you.
Sure, Shri, sure. And also, one quick question about the questions involving calculations.
Ah.
So, like in PV, I've seen like in the practice question or IRR or ROI. So, do I need to remember the formula for these questions?
I really suspect and doubt it should not come in the main exam because still PMI have this problem. The problem is this exam can be taken in center. The exam
Right.
can be taken home. In a home-based exam, you are not allowed to have a white paper. Because of this reason, PMI reduced drastically. In PMP, they have one math questions. So coming back here to ACP, I expect something could happen in velocity, maybe. Beyond this, I don't expect them to go to any question because they don't expect to have too much of calculation. I do have a person who cleared the exam sometime back now. I spoke to this person, and the person said no math question. So if at all you get something could come in velocity, but not to take a risk, I will say read those concepts, but no need to memorize a formula. Understand the concept because there may be an ROI given, there may be an IRR given. Ask you to interpret, can I choose this project? So if
Right.
you have an idea, okay, if IRR is a high or ROI is a high, I will choose project A. If you have that sense of knowledge, that's sufficient for you. No calculation.
Okay. Got it, Shri.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, good questions. Last question to you. Did you block the exam date already?
Yes, I did.
Did. Is it center based or home?
Center based.
How far is the center from your place?
It's like 15 minutes, but morning there is traffic. So I'm assuming 25 minutes at least.
Okay, then you are prepared. Which city you are living?
Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C. Okay, okay. 15 minutes a drive, you will be there. Okay. Okay, things are good. Stay in touch. Keep me posted on your progress. Maybe we'll have a call, how things are going on.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure, Shri. Yeah.
perfect.
Thank you.
That's Sunanda. Very good. Nice. All right. Before I go to the question paper I have, do anyone have a different question towards your preparation? PMP, PMI, ACP, book reading, question paper. Okay, then it's
Shri, I have just one question
hey Rajab. Yes.
regarding the agile chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, so as I've heard in the earlier prayers also that the agile sector or the part in the examination was good, quantifiable. Numbers were, question number was good. So we should focus on that chapter much, 17th chapter, the agile.
Maybe a little bit. I couldn't get some clarity on your voice. Which one to
Okay.
focus? Repeat again.
Agile chapter. In PMP, agile chapter should be given more.
Of course,
weightage.
no other go.
Okay.
Your exam has 50% of the questions from adaptive nature. PMP exam is divided into two, right? Predictive, adaptive. So when I go to adaptive is an umbrella. Under this umbrella, we have agile, we have a hybrid. Keep it predictive. Adaptive, you have agile and hybrid. In agile, you will have Scrum, Kanban, all the factors comes in. So your exam will have more attention towards adaptive nature. So don't go only with the Scrum, you will learn other parameters. So when you open the book of Agile Practice Guide, or you open the book in Rita 11th edition, the chapter for Agile, they will start talking each methodologies and they give the essence of Agile. You should read that. Good thing in Rita 11th edition book is if I go to stakeholder management, in stakeholder management, they will tell how in Agile stakeholder will be handled. Probably you will see about a personas. Do you see the term persona there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they'll give some idea about how Agile happens. If I go to quality management, in quality, how Agile is working there. Do I do a plan, do check act? Do a continuous improvement? They will talk about it, which means the whole book of Rita 11 is a blended with Agile. When you read the whole chapters, already Agile essence is with you. On top of that, if you go to Agile chapter, you get more clarity. But still, if you feel that, no, Sri, I'm very new to Agile, I never heard about Agile, Agile is a new word in my life, then I recommend to read Agile Practice Guide. But keep one thing in mind, Agile has a very limited information. There is nothing more to read. 12 principles and 4 values and some scenario. That's it. Beyond that, nothing to read. But the way you apply is a tricky part. If you're not worked as a manager, if you're not worked as a scrum master, or you work as a scrum master but you don't do much in your office, then the person feels very toughness in the examination. That's why we have to go through these question papers and practice it and prepare for the exam. Answering your question, Rajiv, yes, you read the chapter. Perfect. All right. Looking at the energy, I'm having a couple of questions. Okay, be prepared. I'll put a question for you. You have to choose one answer out of it.
She can hear me.
Dharnesh, I can hear you now. Okay.
I have one doubt. How do I remember the input and output of each processes? Because they sometimes they really look same. Sometimes their one may be different from the other. Is there any trick around that?
Okay. Okay, nice question. But why this input output comes? Which book is showing you this?
PMBOK 6.
6. Okay, good. Dharnesh, when you started a PMP preparation?
I think 2-3 months. I'm aggressive. I completed Rita. When Raul starts posting questions, I think the reference is given back to, when I check the individual chapter, it's given back to PMBOK 6. I was thinking, oh, this is a nice way of arranging the things, input, tools and techniques, output. Then when I started exploring, then at the end of PMBOK 6, I could see there is a mapping being done for this process. This is a tool, technique. Oh my God, it's difficult to even imagine. So I was just thinking, is there any way around that?
You are lucky, Dharnesh. That concept was taken out 4 years back.
Oh, okay.
So what happened is, we are now in the 7th edition of book. 8th edition is on the way. So until 6th edition of the book, PMI kept everything called tools and techniques. They call ITTO, inputs, tools, techniques, and output. This is how they'll call it. Till 2020, end of the year, PMI used to ask this question: what will happen to this document? What will be the input? So people had a tough time answering this question. By 2020 end and the beginning of 2021, PMI said, okay, going forward, we'll ask conceptual questions, not memory-oriented questions. So they stopped it by 2021 beginning. It's almost 4.5 years right now. They don't use that concept at all. However, these question papers are prepared a long time back. Whatever question paper you have, many questions are predictive model questions are prepared a long time back. This question still have reference to 6th edition book because so far in the market, 6th edition is a wonderful book. I don't know which team worked, they make an amazing book. 7th edition, honestly, okay book. I don't know who printed it. Okay book.
Exactly.
So it's not I don't know, somebody too many cook spoil the food. 7th edition, I saw too many cook spoil the food. Already 4 years gone. Let's not complain them. But there's a 6th edition book. If you go, references there. If I am in your place, what I will do is I will go to that reference, read that topic alone and come out.
Okay.
If not, it's an ocean. You will get lost. So, it's very huge. You will be middle of the forest, somewhere in the middle of the forest. You don't know where you're standing. So I will say, go to that place, read that piece, maybe one more page, come out. Don't stay there.
Same has happened with me. Oh my God. I was just thinking, where am I?
So it is a very big book, 800 900 pages. You'll be lost. So recommendation is it's okay. Go and read it, but don't worry about inputs and tools. It's not there at present. But to clear the exam as early as possible, 8th edition of book is coming, PMBOK. In 8th edition, I'm already seeing they're putting input tools and techniques. So the life is a cycle, right? It's coming back again. So the book is not published yet. PMI yet to publish it, but already saw the reference copy. There they're given input tools. It's coming back again. But for your answer question now, right now, don't worry about that. Go to that place, read it, come out.
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Very good. That reminds me something. Before I jump out, can I expect people going for PMP or PMI ACP? You are all spending at least a few minutes every day to improve your vocabulary. When I say vocabulary of project management, where should you read the vocabulary? Where you will read the vocabulary?
Glossary section.
Glossary section.
Glossary. Should I read that glossary? Is it important for me, for my management life, if you ask me? Yes, it is. You have chosen your life career already. Do you all chosen your career as a management leader, scrum master? You have chosen or somebody chosen you, right? Either you chosen or somebody chosen you, you be a manager. Very good. Once you choose this career, even if you're going to stay in the industry for next 4 or 5 years, even if you're going to stay for another 20 years, your vocabulary is important. If you are having less vocabulary, you will have tough time drafting an email. You will have tough time convincing people with the ideas. You will have tough time to propose or forecast something in your company. So vocabulary is much important. But see, is it important for exam? In exam, 80% of your question problem solving happens only through good vocabulary. How to improve the vocabulary? Can I read 100 words per day as a human being?
No.
Not possible. How many words we can read as a human being? A working person, busy person, mom, dad, your position. How many words you can read?
5
Between
words.
10 to 20.
5
7 to
words.
8.
4 or 5 words. That's what you can remember, right? 4 or 5 words you can remember. Okay, very good. Remember 5 words. In a book, if you have 300 words, if you read 5 words, how many days you need overall on average? Huge amount of time, right? Huge amount of time. So what I want to say here is you cannot take all the words in the book. You cannot do that. So randomly pick up five words, keep reading. Even if you get to 50 words, 50 words are solid from that vocabulary, I'll tell you, your exam starts getting smoother. And this is also called as a PMI mindset. Have you heard the word PMI mindset term? PMI mindset is when you understand their vocabulary, you got their mindset, what they want to say. When you read PMI ethics, you got the mindset. So two areas you'll get the mindset. One is through PMI ethics, other one is to improve the vocabulary. If I know the language where I'm living, which country I'm living, I can mix with their culture. If I don't know the language, I cannot mix with the culture. I too see in many countries they're fighting for the language. I don't think we have to fight for the language. If somebody is interested, they'll learn the language. Which means when you learn the language, we learn the culture of the country, culture of the people. Same goes with the PMI. When you learn the PMI vocabulary, you learn what PMI want to say. When you know what PMI want to say, exam looks like cakewalk. Just go in, just click, 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 clear the exam. History, when you say it looks easy, man, huh? Come and sit with me, then you know the problem. Huh? My kid is crying, manager is asking to reply, man. Okay, let's go for the question. I have a question now. Take a moment, choose one answer out of it. Then I have some explanation for this question. It goes for both the PMP and PMI ACP. Let me put this question on the board. Okay, I'm seeing a few answers coming up. People watching from YouTube, you can also leave your answers in the comment section. Same for LinkedIn people. Leave your answers in the comment section. Let me give you a few minutes for people to answer. Okay. Looking at the time. Everyone went with the B. Okay. In YouTube, I see answer as well B. Okay. Good to see the people are confident with the B. Let's invite one of them to give some idea what they think about these answers. Maybe I'll invite one person like Karthik. I see Karthik in the top now. Karthik, you gave B as an answer.
Yes.
What was your understanding in that? Before we go to the question, let's understand the. We can go to the answer. Let's understand the question.
Yes, Sri. So what I understood is Agile team is preparing for a project, which is very clear. This is like, as you always tell, first we should understand whether it is predictive or agile. So it is very clear from starting that it's agile question.
Okay, here is agile team mentioned
Yes.
clearly. Okay.
Yes, and which involves a lot of uncertainty and potential for change. So which
Okay.
means it is very complex.
Okay.
So, and who is targeted is what should the agile practitioner and project team do during initial planning to produce a realistic plan.
Okay, initial planning.
Yes.
By the way, one question to everyone here, including Karthik. What does the realistic plan means? What does it mean?
Which is
Considering all
attainable.
blockings.
Attainable.
Close to
Which
actual.
is achievable.
Not exact, but which can be achieved.
Can sure. Okay. Okay.
Close to actual.
Close to fine. Zabula, I heard your voice, but I can hear you clearly. Please repeat again. What you said?
Planning, considering all the future blockings, should should plan in such a way that
Okay.
the future blocking should be considered in the plan.
You mean the dependencies and risk?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Dependency plus risk should be considered. Okay. Okay. Thanks for that answer. Let me go further to listen to a few more people. They're asking a reliable and a realistic plan. Okay, now the question looks more at the whole team come with a better plan. But in Agile, can we make a better plan? Or because if I put it this way, let's say X company sign a contract with the Y company. The moment the Y company picks up the contract, if it is a plan-driven project, they spend good time to make a plan before they start the work. But here, we sign a contract. After the contract, maybe if needed, we'll go for a project charter. Because in Agile project, they don't press too much, project charter. After project charter, what can be the next stage? What should be the next stage?
Develop project.
Roadmap.
Roadmap. Okay, I'm hearing develop. I'm hearing a word roadmap. Roadmap look like a little more better, isn't it? Roadmap gets ready. So what a roadmap means? Should I have the milestones set?
Yes.
Something like this? Not exactly, but something like this, right? We will know until the end goal, right? At the end. But in Agile, we know that Agile will not have all the clarity at first place. So can we say this is going to be a tentative? Can I put a clear plan in Agile? Say perfectly, this is what's going to happen. Can I do like that? Is it possible?
No.
No, assumptions will be taken
More
during the
assumptions.
planning.
More assumptions, right? Very good. If I know everything, should I call that as agile?
No,
No, it's
predictive then.
predictive.
Tricky, right? I can put a predictive plan. But see, if I make a predictive plan, can I not call that as agile? Why should I call agile? Agile is more of handling uncertainty. See, in this question, they're saying a lot of uncertainty is there, but they're asking you a reliable, realistic plan. You'll be like contradicting. You may, come on, guys. How you do this, man? You're saying that uncertainty is there. On top of that, you're telling, give me a better plan. And for example, if somebody want to migrate from, let's say, India to somewhere in Arab, Dubai. Somebody want to from India to Dubai. This person want to move. And if I ask this person, did you got the job? I'm in hang of getting a job in next 1 month, but I have to move. Can you give me a plan? I'll say, man, your job is uncertain. How do you move? I know that, but give me a plan for next 3 months. How can I move? How can I migrate? How can I take all my items from here? How can I put my children in the school there? How can I take an apartment there? Come on, man. You were saying a lot of uncertainty. Yeah, a lot of uncertainty, but give me a plan. When this kind of a scenario where you have to do no other go, you have to do really you have to go to Dubai. Yeah, this person feels like to go to Dubai. No other go, this person want to go. But asking you, give me a plan. It should be reliable, it should be realistic. I heard from the people here, dependency and risk is discussed. When you discuss dependency and risk, what I can do in a project, by discussing this, what I'm going to gain. If I discuss a risk, what should I do for that? What should be the outcome of it?
Mitigate the plan's action plan for that.
Action plan, right? Does the action comes a free or come with a cost?
It's with the cost.
Equal to the cost, right? I should spend some time and money, isn't it? From some time and some money, a time equal to money, something going to happen. Because if I'm anticipating some risk, I have to plan accordingly. If I don't get an apartment in Dubai, what should I do? I have to spend more and stay in a hotel. Oh, really? Yeah, you have to stay in a hotel for a week. So it's going to cost more than an apartment. Should I plan for the risk action? Yes, you should. Oh, come on, man. You should get the apartment in that case. Yes, I have to, but it's very agile, uncertain. I don't know this person in Dubai, where are you going to get a job? Dubai is not a small place, it's a big place. Where I'm going to get a job, I don't know. But it's very uncertain. I'm just throwing Dubai as an example. But look at here, the roadmap, I have to draft the map. I cannot run away saying that I don't know anything. I will not put a roadmap. I cannot tell that, come on, guys, we're agile project. Start the sprint tomorrow morning. Don't ask me roadmap. Can I say like this? It's agile, guys. Let's start sprint tomorrow. No roadmap, nothing. Just start. I can, but I don't know where my team is going to end up. Right? Okay, I'll give a slight pause here. Now help me to eliminate one answer doesn't make sense at all. Choose one answer which doesn't make sense at all.
A.
Yeah.
B. A.
Because overtime is never recommended.
But we all do it, office. Really?
Yeah.
What a pathetic life, right? No corruption, but this guy, yeah. Okay, it's okay. Yeah, for my apartment, I'll do it. Okay, overtime is not a good thing, right? It's a PMI ethical thing, isn't it? Not only PMI ethical, it's right? Ethical for all over the world. Yes, you should not do overtime. Recommend a short duration of overtime work to mitigate a scheduled risk. It doesn't sound so really good, right? Sustainability is not there. If you're going by agile eighth principle says sustainable way. Sustainable way is not screwing up your team. Very good. So A goes out. What else can go out? What are the negative things you see?
C.
But it's a mitigating, right? We're mitigating the problem.
D. Identify and incorporate extra team members into the project.
Oh, D is going
That's
out.
the
Okay.
thing.
Identify and incorporate extra team members into the project. But adding more people is good for you. What's the problem there?
But that won't necessarily produce a reliable and realistic plan.
Plan.
This is not going to help on the plan part, right? It looks
Plan.
it's an answer for something else, not this answer. Okay, very good. So A gone, D gone. So since everyone chosen B already, very good. But why C is gone out? Anyone want to give an idea?
Because it looks like padding estimates. It sounds like that. And if extra points are added like all over, then it wouldn't be a realistic plan in the end.
So which means I'm adding here 3 points extra if it is a story points. Here I'm adding 4 points. Here I'm adding 5 points. Or you call as days. I'm telling 2 days extra, 3 days extra, 5 days extra. I'm keep on adding extra points to all estimation. But it is good, right? You keep on injecting something unknowingly. Is it good?
No. I
Unethical.
mean,
Then the plan will not be realistic, right?
yes.
So it's not reliable and realistic. Then, but you're all going with the majority of you in this room, or everyone went with the answer B. But you're all happy to use the word buffer. You're going to add some buffer. Which means what I'm hearing is, no, Shri, we don't add 3, 3, 3 here. Accumulated 3 plus 4 plus 5, which becomes maybe 12. I will add it somewhere here. I'll put here 12 as a buffer. Instead of this, I'm putting 12 as a buffer. Is it okay? That's what I'm reading as answer B. Is my understanding right? What I'm hearing is I won't add for every single work. Rather, I will add it for overall 12 days as buffer.
Yes.
But adding 12, even if it's at one place, wouldn't it be too much?
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah, so buffer here means like maybe some extra time.
Extra time. Okay. Now I like the word extra time. Okay. Good. That's what this also says, right? Using extra point. Nothing but extra time. What is the difference? Both look same for me.
But extra point is to all the estimates.
Okay.
And buffer is like maybe some extra time at one place.
Okay. How different?
Like this is my understanding.
How different both are?
So like buffer, I mean by buffer, I mean like not adding buffer at all places.
The
But
buffer,
when we say extra points, it's like at all to all estimations.
so yeah, assume that I have a buffer days in my plan. If my plan goes as well, and if I'm able to finish the task on time, I can use this buffer time to the next activity or the next project, so that I can utilize this plan rather than adding to each and every activity some points.
Okay. Okay. I like the point explanation. Let's go by this one. If someone says, I'll take a very simple example of painting. Somebody says a painting will take 3 days. What I'm going to do is, by this answer, extra points, I'm going to tell this guy, put 5 days. Ask him why. Don't ask me, man. Just add 5 days, okay? This guy says, I have to do door work in the room. The door work will take 7 days to complete. And I'm saying that, okay, don't say 7 days, tell us 10 days. Without any explanation. Without any explanation, everywhere I'm adding something. Which means, first thing, I'm not ethical. At the top of time, it is not reliable, it is not realistic, because you keep adding something to everything without knowing what is the uncertainty, without explaining what is the risk. If somebody explain me in the painting, there'll be delay to get the paint in the market, I know there is a problem. That's why I'm giving extra addition. But that's called known risk. Without giving any reason, you're just adding 2, 2, 3, 3, 3 for all the area, which is not good. I think in this room, everyone agree on this part. Now we should know when we say that adding everywhere is not good, overall create a buffer, how it is good. That's a question. We have it. Let's go by this question now. Let's come back to here. Agile team is preparing a project involves a lot of uncertainty. Okay, here it is. Lot of uncertainty and a potential for changes. When this potential of changes comes in, there is going to be a scope change going to happen. If I have this as a block of work which I have to do for this project, I may know 80% of this work will go as I'm thinking. 20% something could happen. Something could happen for this. So what will happen is for this set of work, if I'm working in agile system, I will create a product backlog items. You will call them as what I can use the word. I can use the word weeks or I can use the word feature. What else I can use? I can use the word user story, or if you want to use the word theme, task, something I can do here. Now, what happened here is this thing, this epic, I will have some meaning. Feature will have a meaning. Story have some meaning. But this area, what is going to happen is something going to change. I don't know what it is to do. So what usually in the companies they do here is they create something called placeholder. They keep a gap of placeholder. Maybe they keep this a 10% or 20% space here. This space, it is not filled by anything. It is kept for some uncertainty which could pop up. But see, what if this uncertainty doesn't pop up? It doesn't pop up, it's okay. I can keep moving forward because I know it could come. If it comes, it may be 20% uncertain or 10% uncertain. I can keep a placeholder for it. I can even have a name for it. For example, if I take a building, in this building, I want to do some fire exit in the building. Fire exit, I'm not clear how to do it. Am I going to put an elevator? I'm going to put a steps. What I'm going to, definitely for a fire exit, I won't put elevator. But what I want to do, I'll put a name for it, but I'll keep it as a placeholder without clarity. Rather, if I go with answer C, what I'm doing here is I'm adding 2 here, 3 here, 4 here. Just in the name of saving the 20%, I'm going to make a mistakes here. I'm going to bulge it. I'm going to make it extra bigger than it should be, which means it is not a realistic plan. So 80% I can make a realistic plan and 20% I keep as a buffer. This way, something comes, I can handle it. One other scenario. You may have different scenarios. What I feel, what I look at here is, don't put for every work item which is going to be burning. The reason is, for example, let's imagine days passes. The project started, 2 weeks gone, 3 weeks gone, 1 month gone. 1 month later, this unknown area become a known area, well clearly explained. I clearly understood what to do. Now, what I will do is I will remove this placeholder and put the real work item inside that, and I will estimate it. This will take 20 days to complete or 10 days to complete. So I can fix that portion only. In case if I have added for every work item extra padding, extra buffer, if this work item comes 1 month or 2 months later, I cannot time travel and go and fix all the area wherever I added it. It is a mess in the project. So when I know what I want to do, I have to be clear on that points. Don't add for every points. Is this a thought process you had when you choose answer B? Was it the logic behind your brain? Close to that?
Yeah, close to that.
Okay, I'm just putting answer B here. Let me listen to Mehul here. Hey, Mehul, good to see you.
Thanks, Shri. Shri, so how are you able to justify a 20% buffer to the sponsor?
That's too tough.
And
That's too tough.
secondly, I remember in one of the lessons,
Hmm.
you had discussed that in predictive, the project manager and the team should not just randomly, based on a gut feel, randomly add contingency. So you got your estimates and then, just say, okay, just to cover us because, there are some items we're not exactly sure of. We're going to add a contingency, which is another word for buffer. So in predictive, the advice was don't do it.
Yep. So you're good with the question. 2 portion you had a question. Let me address the second portion first. In predictive, the name itself predictive. You have to predict. How do you predict? You talk to your SME. SME stands for subject matter expert. Subject matter expert on the domain, subject matter expert on the risk handling. In predictive model, the padding and buffering is not recommended as an open statement. However, in a work, if I want to do a work like this, in this work, I know 90% of the work will go through. 10% I have a doubt on it. The question will ask is it a positive risk? Is it a negative risk? I should tell what risk I'm anticipating here. And this risk pronunciation should happen. For this risk pronunciation, I can write a response strategy. There's a response strategy will be maybe adding extra time to the work, or adding more budget could happen, or introducing people could happen. These all will happen. Because it's a predictive project, you have to spend time, understand, predict it, and go for it. On top of this, you will get assumptions, dependencies, certain things are above your head. You can't do anything. So,
Right.
but think this has to happen. But let's come to the first portion of your question. Now, coming to the first portion of your question, how do you know this 20%? Okay, that's the first portion of your question. For which, let's go here. This picture, many people should be familiar, isn't it? Have you seen this picture before in our classes?
Yes,
Yes.
Stacy.
Somebody heard the name. What's the name of the person who created it?
Stacy.
Stacy Graph.
Ralph Stacey is a person who created this graph. He created for some other purpose. Later, it got converted to this system. Let's come back here. Now, we spoke about a predictive construction of the building, or some research, something which I know already, a simple model, because I know what to do. I know how to do. Two parameters are here. If I'm getting into a project, for example, I'm getting into a artificial intelligence based road signal system. I don't know such project exists in the world. I'm just creating myself. Okay. Road signaling should happen based on AI. Now, if AI based things, if I going to pick up this project, it's a very pre-matured industry. Now, in this, some area, at least 70, 60, 40, 80%, me and my sponsor will sit and talk to each other. We both will sit and talk. We'll sit and talk up to this area, maybe 70% of the information we know what to do. There will be some portion, maybe 10% more complex, maybe 5% we don't know what to do. It will be some areas. And these areas, both the team will agree. When I say both the team, the company which originate the project, the company which has signed the contract, both of them will come to a common ground and say that there are certain gray spots, but those are the gray spots going to win the business for us. We don't want to ignore it. We should do it. But let's focus on item what we know. And what we don't know, we keep as a placeholder. We keep it as a research area, and we'll spend time there.
All right.
Now the X company will ask Y company, guys, do you recognize that gray spot? The Y company says, I recognize it. Can you give me estimation? The Y company look at this guy. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Are you funny me? I mean, you said it's gray spot. Yeah, I know. But for gray spot, I can close my eyes and give you money. Tell me something. And these guys will tell, okay, let's put a placeholder. Let's keep it 20% budget for it. Let's keep 20% space for it. Let's do research on it. Let's improve incrementally, but not now. So answering your question, Mehul, when I have a project getting signed, not every project will have 100% of information. There will be a common understanding which area they want to do research, when they want to do research, and they keep that portion as a placeholder, and then they come later. Helps you?
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. How is London? Sunny, rainy?
It's cloudy. Today is cloudy, on and off. There's a bit of sun and a bit of cloud, at least where I am.
When sun comes, you have to run out immediately. Get the sun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let me put one more picture here. Look at this picture. Probably get some more ideas. Spend a few seconds to scan the picture yourself. Let me ask this question. When I say AI-based road signaling, where do you keep that project? Simple, complicated, complex, chaotic? Where do you keep it? Just think from your perspective.
Complex.
It goes.
Chaotic.
Okay, I'm getting one vote for here. I got one vote for here. I'll be interested to listen to first complex. Why it was not considered as simple? Why we directly went to complex?
Because AI is a new technology and there is innovation needed to. That's the reason you mentioned is complex. It's uncertainty is more.
Okay, let's divide this answer in the two sections. I heard AI is new. Okay, AI is new. Is it AI new or AI is there for last 30, 40 years? At least 40 years we have, right? Do you have 30, 40 years we have AI? Maybe AI in a day-to-day life is new. Is that correct? AI is there for a
Yes.
long time, right? AI in day-to-day life, the AI when everyone talks, it's new. But AI is there for a long, long time. So the question AI is new, let's divide this way. The project, we have two sections in the project. One section is called what to do. One section is called how to do. Now, if I heard the voice, AI is new, which means we are struggling on how to do. Are we clear on what to do? Do you know clearly what to do for the road signal? Really? No?
No,
Road signaling, how many years we are doing in this world?
I mean, from the beginning.
Beginning, before roads were there. We do it. From Egyptian period, we have signaling system, right? Yeah, we have it. You're right. Road system is there. See, road signaling system or road system, what to do, we have clarity. Can we say we have clarity?
Yes.
How to do, yes, we have many signal system, how to work by intelligence. That area maybe we are lagging. Even in what to do, we can be a little more specific how to do these things, right? So when I put these two things together, I agree with your point. It won't be simple. But why can't it be complicated? Why should I go to complex? Because AI is very expensive, because AI is a new term, are we saying complex? Since you know what to do, you should know only how to do. Then why it goes to complex?
Because I said it because it's complex. AI is a new technology.
You may be right. I'm just challenging you. That's it. You may be right. I'm just poking you to think. That's it. Okay, let me pause there. Let me not bug you more. I heard another voice about chaotic. It will be more problem oriented. Why so? I heard another voice.
Yeah, I think as far as for the signaling system or for the road transportation and all, AI doesn't have sixth sense. So as you were telling few time some minutes before, sixth sense is very much important
Okay. Okay.
in transportation or in signaling systems.
I
So which
understand.
AI doesn't have.
But when a car can use a sixth sense to drive on its own, why not a standard signal?
Yeah, but we have seen many accidents of these cars. So still a lot more development is needed.
Yeah, needed.
Road
So,
markings should be good, and many parameters are there.
okay.
Must parameters should be
Okay.
followed to have this.
Right. I like your justification, Sabila. Then, Sabila, go with one point with you. If it is a chaotic and the project is going to be too much of confusion, should we pick up the project? When you say that AI-based signaling is going to be the most confusing system, should I pick up the project or halt the project, shelve the project?
Yeah, we should pick up the project provided there should be enough research work has been and research results has been achieved.
Very good. Very
So
good.
until then, we should not pick the project.
You shouldn't pick it up, right? Okay, good. I took as a project, okay? Now let's park thinking process on the project perspective, whole project, AI signaling. Let's not go that big size. In your project, which you are working today, till Friday evening, you are working in some project, right? Everyone is working in some project directly, indirectly. In your project, which you work till Friday evening, 5 o'clock, you will have a portion of the work that could be simple, a portion of work will be complicated, a portion of work would be complex, a portion of work will be chaotic. Do you think in your project which you are working right now have all these parameters, simple to chaotic, everything is there?
Yes, it is
Everything is
there.
there.
Yeah.
When you have all these four sections in your project, are we using different approaches or are we seeing the straight line? When I say are we as a team, are we seeing the straight line or are we giving different approaches?
Different approaches.
Should do, but is it happening in the companies?
It is happening
Very
for
good.
my project.
Very good. Nice to know, Payal. Many places, what happen is, as a manager, as a scrum master, as an agile manager, sometimes people don't see each as a different section. They'll go with a straight line. The previous question, what you saw here is, I should know that there'll be some uncertainty. I should keep a placeholder or a buffer to handle that situation. Or if I know complicated, what should I do? If it is a complex, what should I do? That clarity should come from leadership and management along with the team. If I put one Excel sheet, if I put one network diagram, if I create one roadmap and I'm going to chase only with that, in the world where we are living right now, it will become more tough to handle the project. There, the leadership level starts dropping because people start chasing by date. I too work in a companies, right? People come and ask, hey, when you will deliver? Uh, they know that this date is unrealistic date. They will tell June 6th, I want this delivery. And we will tell that this work cannot be done in June 6th. It will take at least June 18 to deliver. I don't care. You have to do it June 6th. I want it yesterday to be delivered. Have you heard this kind of dialogues? People run behind the date. Fantastic. I know that. I like it to deliver early, but should be some sensible. If I want to be sensible, first of all, I should have a knowledge what to do, how to do. I should know in my project which is a complicated, which is complex. If I know this information in a meeting room, I don't want to corner the people, but I will ask the right question. People have to wait to think and answer. I don't like or I don't want to go with a leader blindly says that I want it tomorrow. No. Tell me what do you want, how you want. I should work on it. If I can do that, I'm working in a creative companies, they starts growing higher. I'm not going to give all the gyan of project management right now, but the message here is in question paper, PMI expects you, do you have that honesty, respect, reliability to answer the question in a responsible way? Or you are just for the exam, just to click A, B, C, D. If you do that, yeah, still you can pass the exam, but PMI want to see that are you having that essence within you? That's why the question paper gets a bit tougher. Good enough. Good enough. Maybe let me show one picture to you if somebody recognize that. Have you seen this picture before in some of our classes? What is, we know project in Agile, what is this release plan? Can someone tell me what could be release plan? What is a release plan?
So incremental deliveries.
Incremental delivery. Can we say collection of features, collection of some functionality can be released? Can we say like that? It's also possible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Possible, right? Sometime they will say that Shri, you can give me, can you give me up to this Shri? I will call this as a MVP. What does MVP stands for?
Minimum viable product.
Viable product. But some company says, Shri, don't strain yourself, man. Do the sprint 1, sprint 2, keep doing, and I will get the MVP here. That's also possible. They will ask me MVP. After MVP is given, they'll ask, give me more minimum marketable feature. See, these are just a marketing naming convention. Don't go only behind the name. I'll be more interested to watch out what to do and how to do. In this, I'll watch out, am I delivering must have, should have, what is the other one?
Could have and
Could
Could
have,
have,
Could have,
won't
would
have.
won't have. So must, should, could, and won't. I will also see this, how it is connecting to 10th principle in Agile. What is the 10th principle in Agile? Simplicity, the art of maximizing amount of work not done is essential. Why they say like that? Simplicity, the art of maximizing amount of work not done is essential. Why?
To reduce waste?
Yes. Reduction of waste and also go faster. If you carry too much of weight, you cannot go faster. Some years back, sometime I saw this in Discovery Channel. They used to put this as survival. People have to survive in the forest. Have you seen this kind of programs? People survive, right? I was watching a program. The person have to travel from one place to another place in the forest region, and this person don't want to carry too much baggage on the shoulder. And this person says, yeah, there are a lot of equipments are there, but this person throws all the equipments and he want to walk free. And he was giving a dialogue that when I'm climbing over the tree or when I'm in the slippery floor, if I have too much of weight, my body energy goes faster out. At the same time, it doesn't allow me to be flexible. It doesn't allow me to be flexible. I like the word because it says flexibility. If I have a bag on my shoulder, I can't be flexible. I cannot move fast. That's what in project management we do in Agile. Why we do in Agile? Because just a minute before you learned something here, when I travel in a project, I will know that there are certain areas I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, which means I don't want to carry too much right now. Go simple, small steps and move towards a project end goal. Too much of things for one question, right? Let's go a little back here. So when I come back this question here again, repeating. Now, the Agile team is preparing a project that involves a lot of uncertainty. I first saw this word, a lot of uncertainty. When I see this, my brain could say that maybe 10%, 20%, 30%, what if 90% uncertainty? Super risky project. Super risky. If this happens, I will see my company's risk tolerance level. Have you heard of risk tolerance, risk threshold, risk appetite? Have you heard these terms?
Yes.
Yes.
If 90% uncertainty, there should be a high tolerance for risk. If this question paper says the project company have a less tolerance for risk, but there is a high risk going to happen, obviously you have to search for the answer. The project should not be taken. They can't handle it, isn't it? You may have a friend. I'm asking him, hey, come on, man, let's go to Las Vegas. It'll be so fun, energetic. We'll jump, we'll do some fun there. The friend says, oh, no, Shri, I will be very careful. I'll better drop this person. Why should I increase his heartbeat heavily? I'll say, hold on here. I'll go to Las Vegas and come back and show you some pictures. You should know whom you are with, right? The same way, what you do in a project, you should know who is your sponsor. If you don't have a sponsor, it's tough. And that's a manager's thought process. You have to give advice to them. No, no, don't pick up the project. Or take the 10%, deliver it. Let's see how it's working. Then we go incrementally. And PMI expects you in this area, how you respond for it. Yeah, that's a question paper. All right. Seems to be beaten heavily today. All right, good. Let me listen, one of you, or at least a couple of them. Any 1, 2 keywords you picked up today? What you picked up? How much your brain picked up? Any new words today?
How we need to handle the questions.
Very good. How to read a question, right? How to look at the keywords in the question. Very good.
Yeah.
That should be done. Nice to know. And towards exam preparation, we spoke about in the beginning. Exam is not the pressure. The external parameters put the pressure on it. First, forget all the external parameters. Just focus on what you want to do. Go one question at a time. I'll repeat myself or repeat to yourself. When you feel highly tough or feeling pressure, don't do anything. Just hold on. Stop everything. Take 5 deep breath. Right? Deep, really, it works. Deep breath. I've seen in exam hall people do that. I've seen it. They take a full deep breath. The oxygen level gets better, and then your brain works better. Really? Your brain is the organ in your body consumes highest energy. I'm sure you all know that. I'm just repeating you. Your brain is needs high energy. That in exam hall, it will burn like anything. So give a good amount of oxygen, drink good amount of water, and feel good in the exam hall. Sure, I should have care about it, man. I'll just click, click, click. Now don't do that way. Because you come this far, you worked hard 2, 3 months, you put your money and effort, and your family looking you as a good leader, and your corporate want you as a good leader. So show that energy in the exam. Yeah. Good. Let's listen to Sabila. Yes, go ahead, Sabila.
Yeah, Shri, I have a basic question. Just how many days before we should book the exam? And second one is, if at all change the date of the exam after booking, how many days I have to notify?
Okay, good questions. Which country you are?
I'm in Germany, Hamburg.
Hamburg, you are there. Okay. Um, Hamburg, I don't see high dense population there in the sense of exam taking. So at least keep it 2-3 weeks before to search for the availability. Do you know how to search for the availability?
No, I don't have any idea.
Any idea? Which batch you attended, Isabella, class?
It's March batch, February, March.
March. Okay. In the class recording, probably you can check one more time. There is something called Pearson VUE. Have you heard about that?
No.
Okay. Seems maybe you missed any class by any chance. Okay, let's go to the subject here. Are you seeing the screen what I'm sharing?
Yeah, I'm seeing.
Go to this website, Pearson VUE, and choose the PMI, and then you'll get a Project Management Institute. Now you go here, you have to look for seat availability, test center availability. You can check out of it. If you go for test center, I can choose it, Germany, any place. Now why I'm showing this to you is, you know which centers are nearby your place. You can call them directly and talk to them. When you check the seat availability, it will show like a calendar, how many days are available, not available. Usually keep it 2-3 weeks before. It's safer for you.
Okay.
Right? That's a good thing if you're in Germany. If you're in India, it's a different scenario. We have to book a little early because many people take exam. Yeah, that's a competition. Coming to the second portion of your question. In the second portion, you asked about the date change. Now, PMI allows up to 30 days before the exam. You can change without paying any cost. Within 30 days, at least I think 48 hours before, I believe. Until then, you can change for $70 or $80. I don't exactly have the number with me. Maybe Rahul will help
Yes,
you.
$70.
$70, very good. So $70 you can pay and you can change the date. Within 48 hours, I don't think they allow. Is my answer right?
Yes.
Okay, this is what it is. So answer your question. Yes, go ahead and book it at least 3 weeks before. But before you book it, let know your scores and preparation. Don't pay the money until you discuss at least me or Rahul, what is your score level. So that we don't know what you're doing, then we can give some choices there. Yeah?
Yeah, sure. I'm in preparation level. I'm reading the Rita 11 book.
Very
So
good.
I'm planning it for future. Yeah. Thanks.
Very good. Good wishes.
Thank you.
Good then. Then I see some people in the YouTube also. Hey, thanks guys watching from the YouTube. I saw some questions from Sankalp Datta. Please contact Rahul and later you can get my number. You can contact me. I'll give some suggestions how to prepare for the exam. Read well, do well for this examination. And in between, you have any questions, please reach out. In next few days or maybe next week, we will have a monthly exam. Rahul will announce it. A monthly exam works like this. We'll give a question paper, maybe a 30 question or a 40 question paper. And we all write an exam at the same time. And we'll see how we are scoring. And then we'll discuss questions from there. This is, of course, you can do your exam on your own. But the point of doing this is everyone come together, let's work together and we'll discuss the question. Sometime when you work as a group, that energy is different. So we are planning on this. We'll let know about that over the WhatsApp. Yeah. Good wishes, do well, and we'll connect again by next week. Until then, thanks for being here. And Sunday prayer ends here. Next week, we'll see you again. See you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Shri.